Good morning, guys, and thanks for tuning in today. I wasn't sure if I'd have a message for you guys today, but I think that I have a simple message for you guys. It's something that I don't think ever thought about until lately. Maybe a way to help you be more thankful, and even in current situations that you may be in that may not be ideal. I think it's great to always start thinking about a few small things and maybe even simple things about your life and things that you're thankful for and blessed that you have that maybe a lot of other people don't. And I want to use this analogy about me just mowing the lawn. Picture the lawn, picture your front lawn as your life, and your lawnmower is the tool that you have to make your life a little bit better. Now, some of you may not have a weed whacker to make the grass have a little space between the grass and the concrete. Maybe you don't have an edger to make all your grass lines real straight where the grass meets the pavement. Just picture this, your life is your lawn. The tool that you have to make a better life for yourself is your lawnmower. Now, a lot of you may not even honestly want to try in life because you're thinking, hey, I have a lawnmower, but it's an old lawnmower, and it doesn't run real good, but it still runs. I don't have a weed whacker. What if I go out there and mow my lawn, and yeah, the grass may look good, but where the grass meets the pavement, it looks really messy because I don't have a weed whacker to make it look real good, or I don't have an edger to make them lines look super straight and professional and like the rich people. But you know what? I have a message of encouragement for you today, that even though you may not have a weed whacker or an edger or a brand new lawnmower, you still have a lawnmower, and that's the tool to make your life look a little bit better. So I encourage you today to mow your lawn, and by that I mean to use the tools that you have just to try to make your life look a little bit better. After you cut your lawn, even if you don't have a weed whacker to make everything look real clean and precise, you still have a lawnmower to mow your grass. After you mow your lawn, I guarantee that even if you don't have a weed whacker, if you don't have an edger to make everything look straight and perfect, nothing in life really is ever perfect, and nothing really ever has to be perfect. That's the thing. A lot of us think that, if we're going to do something, it has to be perfect. It has to look perfect. I'm not saying to make things look sloppy or anything like that. If you cut your lawn with what you have, even if it's an old lawnmower, maybe you got to try to start it 30 times, Our lawnmower, it's not new, but it's not super old, but sometimes it's a pain in the butt, and you got to try to start it like 40 times. But when you get your lawnmower started and you cut your lawn, I guarantee that it looks 25 times better than it did before you cut it. Even if you cut it and you still don't have a weed whacker to make the lines look straight, it doesn't look perfect, it still looks better, at least a little bit better than it did before you cut it. Basically, that's an analogy that I wanted to use for a positive message for you guys. Even if you don't have certain tools in your life to make certain things happen and to do certain things, you already do have some tools, the lawnmower, that you can use in your certain situation, whatever it may be, to try to make it a bit more positive and try to make it look a little bit better. A lot of us are afraid to try in life because we think that, well, if I do this, it's not going to look that great. It's not going to be the best. Nothing ever has to be the best or look amazing when you first do it. When somebody starts out a lawn business, they don't automatically have commercial lawnmowers and commercial expensive weed whackers and things like that. They start out with a push mower going door to door so that they can make that money to get the more expensive equipment and to go on to bigger and better things. Maybe in your life right now all you have is a push mower. That's the tools that you have to get to a certain step of where you want to be in your life. Maybe you're in a current situation where your lawnmower's been in the shed for 10 years and you haven't cut your lawn so long that the grass is just so overgrown. Maybe your life is that grass that's overgrown. And I encourage you to dust off that lawnmower and to put fresh oil and fresh gas in it. Use the tools that you have right now. Even if you may not have a lot of tools, or if you don't think you have any tools at all, you still have your hands, you still have your mind. Even if your mind's not sharp right now and you're not in the best position you've ever been in. Some of you may be in the worst spots that you've ever been in your life. But basically, I'm trying to encourage you guys to use what you have right now and do what you can, even if it may not look the best, even if it may not sound the best. Whatever you're doing, maybe you're sending out your resume because you don't have a job right now, or maybe you have a job and you want to get a better job. You don't think that you have amazing things to put on your resume. You can't become the president of the United States overnight. It's something that you got to work towards, and it's something that you got to build towards. Maybe you work at McDonald's and that's all you have to put on your resume, and you need a better job, you need better pay to provide a better life for your family. Well, I encourage you today to not stay stuck at where you're at in life because you don't have the best of tools right now. It takes a lot of patience and a lot of learning to get to where you want to be in life. You know, a lot of times we take our life and we picture it whole, and we think about it all at once, and we're saying, how am I ever going to get to that spot with the current tools that I have now? Well, maybe really the key is if you use the current tools that you have, and you keep doing the best that you can, and you keep doing it over and over again, eventually you're going to save up that money to get that better lawnmower, or eventually you're going to build up the job experience to get that better job to put on your resume. Life is a journey. Life is a marathon. You can't ever finish the race first or second or third, or even in the top 10 if the marathon is 20 miles long. You can't start off the race running your fastest, because if you run your fastest, you may beat certain people for a mile, but there's still 19 miles left. So my whole point of this is that you pace yourself, try your best to have as much patience as you can, and eventually you will build and build and build and get to where you want to be in life. Like I said, a lot of us think about our life in just a huge picture, and we just get so overworked, and so, we think way too much, and I'm guilty of this myself. A lot of y'all don't know that when I make these messages, it touches myself. It really does. A lot of y'all thank me so much for helping you guys, but I really help myself making these messages too. And by you guys leaving your comments, that helps me so much. Y'all don't even know how much it touches me. Long story short, this whole message wrapped up. The current tools that you have may not be the best. They may not be the most expensive tools. Your yard may not look immaculate right now, but when you keep mowing that lawn and you keep saving up that money, and you keep building that job experience, and you keep building up your resume, eventually you will see yourself in a different spot than you were a year ago, in a different spot than you were 5 years ago. Because if you stay discouraged and you stay stuck on the big picture and thinking about how you don't have the best tools to get to where you want to go right now, realize this: you're always going to stay stuck there if you keep thinking about how you don't have the best of the best to get to where you want to go right now. If you use the tools that you have right now, even if they're not the best, if they're old and rusty, even if things don't look that great with the tools you have doing that right now, eventually you will get to the spot to where you can buy that better lawnmower. You can maybe you became a manager at a grocery store. You may think to yourself, well, I wasn't the store manager, so in life, we always think and think about how things could have been better, but while we keep thinking about that and we stay stuck at where we're at, things really will never change. That's something that I've been thinking about a lot lately, is that if you just use the tools that you have right now and try the best that you can, eventually you will get to a different spot to where you can do bigger and better things, and then you can get to another spot to where you can do bigger and better things. Life is a journey. Life is a marathon. Don't run your fastest in the first mile of that race, because the 19 other miles, you're going to have no breath. You're going to have no stamina to make it the rest of the race. So I encourage you today to sprint. Don't try to run your fastest. Don't try to get there today. Life is about baby steps and consistency, and life is about using the tools that you have right now to do what you can right now. I hope y'all have a wonderful day, and I hope y'all stay blessed, and I hope this message made sense to somebody. because I feel like I was rambling a lot. But as always, try to think of one thing in your life that's positive. And if you don't feel like you have anything to live for, remember that no matter what anybody says, you are worth it. You are somebody special. And Zach loves you. Have a wonderful day.